Hi everyone, I am Bihan Chakraborty and today I'll be discussing LeetCode's problem number 169, that is measure element. So this is February 22 challenges day 21 problem. Okay, so and let's see the problem. So it's a very popular and easy level problem which can be solved using Moore's voting algorithm. Okay, so there are multiple approaches. So let's see the question first. So here we have been given an array nums of size n and we have to find its majority element. Now what is this majority element? A majority element is an element that appears more than n by 2 times in the array. Okay, so we have and it is said that it always exists in the array. So we have to find that. So suppose the size of the array is n, so there will be at one element that will appear more than n by 2 times. Okay, so we need to find that element. So there are multiple approaches, but either they will be of greater than O of n time complexity or it will take more than constant space. So to solve that in constant space, because we have been asked to do that here, so to solve it in constant space and linear time complexity, we can use Moore's voting algorithm. So what is this algorithm? Let's see this code, because the code is itself very simple. Okay, so initially we will consider, suppose this is our array. Okay, so 2 2 1 1 1 2 2. Okay, let me zoom in. Yeah, so we will consider that the first element in the array is our measure element. Okay, we will just think of it right now. So initially my measure element is nums0, my first element, and count of its occurrence, like how many times it has occurred till now, is 1, because we are considering only the first element, right? So after that we will start from the second element and go till the end of the array and check every element. Now for every ith element we will check whether that equals to my current measure element. If it is true, then we will increase our counter, else we will decrease our counter. So I started from 2. Okay, so value is to measure element is 2 and count is 1. I go to the second element. I again check whether my current measure equals to this nums of I. So num I is 2 and my measure is also 2. So we increase the counter from 1 to 2. So after that we go here. Now this element is not equals to doesn't equal to my measure element right now, because measure is 2 and my current element is 1. So we decrease the counter, right? We decrease the counter by 1. So the counter was 2, it becomes 1. Now after that we go here and again decrease the counter, because measure element was 2. So we decrease the counter from 1 to 0. Now whenever the counter variable becomes 0, we go into this if condition. We say that now your counter is 0, so I won't consider you as the measure element now, but I'll consider this nums of I as the measure element from now onwards. Okay, so we set the counter to 1 and consider the measure element to nums of I. So we discard our assumption of that first element as the measure element and we assume that my current nums of I is the measure element right now. Now continuing this, at the end we simply return the measure element, and though it might seem very confusing at first, it did seem complicated at first to me. So after I ran a few cases, I got the problem. So suppose let's consider these two cases. Okay, so 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, so initially here the count will be 1 and measure will be 2. Here measure will be 1 and count would be reset. Then here also at every point it would be resetted, because I'm just changing the values at every point, right? So measure is 2, then 1 2 1 2 1, then at the end measure will be 2 and we return the element, so measure will be 2 here. Suppose this, for this case, this measure is 2, then 1, then 2 1 2, then here also it becomes 2 and counter also becomes 2. Here counter was 1 because we resetted to 2, then we go here and counter becomes 2, then we go here, counter becomes 1 but it doesn't become 0, so we don't change it and we return the measure element, that is 2, and counter is 1. So that's another case. So if you run a few cases you will find this observation. Okay, so this is the problem. If you're confused, just run some dry just do some dry run and it will be clear to you. And still, if you have got any doubts or queries, please comment down below. And if you have liked my explanation, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, see you in the next video.